probably. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. I got Miss Darcy here with me right
Hi,
now. I had a
guys.
few other people invited, so we'll see how many people pop up today.
Sounds good.
Um, yeah, sorry, Brenda, and whoever's been waiting out there. Um, I'm dealing with apartment stuff right now, or
Fun
I'm talking
times.
to some landlords today that got back to me actually quite promptly. I'm actually very surprised lately.
That's good.
So,
Glad they got back to you
so
promptly.
yeah, these two. Hey, Eddie. Um,
And
yeah,
hi, Brenda.
so they're
Hey, Brenda.
looking pretty good. Um, one of them's a little bit out of my price range, but from what I can tell, it's gonna have a lot of space, which is definitely what I need. And this one's just very promising. So hopefully this one is the one. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, Barb. Hey, Zal. Oh my gosh, you guys are just popping in.
Hey, party girl. Hey, Zal. I think it is Barb the one I already said hi to. Barb. No, that was Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Barb.
Yeah, it
Bro.
was one of the bees. So I hope everyone's good, having a great day so far, anyways.
No one else has lost their son. I didn't lose him. I found him, but wasn't where I thought he was going to be.
Lost as in misplaced, just so you
Yeah.
guys know. Misplaced, not the darker side.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No. He just disappeared. He just disappeared for a little bit. Didn't tell me where he was going. You know how those 25-year-olds can be sometimes?
Right, Barb? Yeah, it's crazy windy here. Like
We
I
got
heard
some
it
wind
like
happening here.
while I was still sleeping and getting up this morning. I was like, this wind is trying to take out my balcony or something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's nuts out there. It's already snowing a little. It's more of like just light snowing, but
Oh, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. That was my phone, not yours.
hey, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. Hopefully, you guys can't hear my husband on the phone.
Kind of.
Kind of. If it starts sounding like they're doing it to talk, well, he's at work. He's working remotely, so I might have to mute myself every now and then, just if he gets loud, I guess, or if they start talking about anything confidential, which they don't usually.
Darcy, can you read the secondary chat?
Secondary chat. Hold on.
In StreamYard?
Yes. And the answer is no, I don't.
Okay. So I'm not sure about the request then. We're supposed to get 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts today. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Christina.
I'm only seeing, yeah, they're just little flurries here for me too. Hey, Christina. So Purdy, no offense to your request. I do appreciate having other crafters on here with me, but I don't know you well enough to have you jump on. I know you have been in my chat periodically, but I would rather be safe than sorry.
I get it. Hopefully, no hard feelings.
Yeah, like no hard feelings or anything. I just don't know you well enough to have you join up here. I'm sorry. Our interactions are too infrequent for me to feel comfortable doing that. All right. Oh, I was doing this because I wanted to do that, and what? And my brain cells are all over the place. Hey, Terry.
Hey,
Um,
Terry. So what are you working on today, Casey?
I am working on like a cluster strip, snippet roll, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, cool.
I was watching a couple of videos earlier this morning. It's like, ooh, that might help me dig into my scraps more.
Oh my goodness, yes,
Uh,
so many scraps.
who was that I was watching? I don't remember her name. Um, I'm not subscribed to her, but she has kind of a. I'm trying to figure out how to describe her accent. I recognize the accent, but
Hmm.
can't think of the words are difficult.
I totally get that.
The region her accent is from.
I
She is
can't always tell because sometimes I'm like, oh, they sound like Louisa, so maybe they're from Austria, and then I find out they're from like the Netherlands. I'm like, I can't decipher accents to save my life.
um she emphasizes vowels a lot. Um she's chasing paper on YouTube.
Okay, I've heard of that one. I think I've watched that before.
Yeah, she has some like pretty simple oh my gosh, Casey. Complete your layout before you start gluing crap down that you're not even sure you're going to do. Yes, he's fine there with that. Okay, so we're doing that. Yeah, my brain's just like scattered. I'm thinking about like 15 different things at once, and it's
Oh
like
yeah, that
freaking me
that will
out.
like totally crash me out and be like, nope, can't think of anything now.
Well, because my mind's on like the apartment hunting,
Uh-huh.
and
That's
my
kind of a
mind's
big
trying to be on
priority.
something, and then my mind's trying to be on chat. It's like everywhere. I am my noodles all over the place. Um, yes, happy belated birthday, Tammy.
Oh, happy birthday, Tammy.
I didn't get to see you on pop in on Pam's channel on your birthday to directly say happy birthday. So happy belated. Hey, Lydia.
Hey, Lydia. Just playing with whatever scraps I find on my desk. Oh, I'm way farther up than I realized.
Ah, I dropped it like a hot tamale.
No, a little closer. There we go.
There we go. That's where I want you. And you're gonna go there-ish. Oh, I think this thing. We're gonna go further
How is
up.
everybody doing today? We're so glad you're here.
Yes, we are. Eddie, what are you up to?
No, I'm trying to reconnect.
Oh, Eddie, I caught the end of your live. What was it? Yesterday? Last night, I think it was. Yeah. I caught the tail end of you talking about how your mom would bring like clothes and stuff to the school to help out the
Mm.
kids and everything. I was like, that is awesome. I love that. There's not enough humans in the world that are that considerate and helpful. And big thanks to your mom because I was one of those types of kids growing up that would have needed something like that. So if your mom's still around, give her big hugs and thank yous for being that type
Unfortunately,
of
she's
person.
not.
Oh, okay. Well, in spirit,
But we love your mom just the same.
yes. That like hearing that made my heart very happy. Oh my goodness. So with this whole apartment thing, I think it's funny that all of a sudden now I'm getting all these responses after I spent too much money at estate sales.
Oh,
What kind of timing is that? Like I was like, so gosh dang it. I mean, I still have enough funds to take care of
mm-hmm.
the deposit and first month's rent and blah blah blah. It's just like really I like dug into my bumper for that.
Ah,
Or my buffer
that's good. You have a
for
buffer.
that type of thing. And it's like because I wasn't what I had been looking up, I haven't been having any luck. And then all of a sudden I started having luck and it was after I started like splurging. I'm like, Casey Allen, are you freaking stupid?
Yeah, I don't think I even had a buffer till I was in my 40s.
Well, like I knew it was coming up and everything, so I'm just like, and I've done this apartment thing multiple times, so I know what to prepare for.
Right.
So like just growing up, constantly moving, like you just have a habit of being prepared to move again, even though you've been living in a place for 5 years.
Hey,
Like,
Linda. Right.
hey, Linda.
I'm so glad I haven't had to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish we could have upgraded our house a little bit at some point in time in the last 32 years, but yeah, I'm all right. At least I don't have to deal with the moving every 5 years. So, and
Hmm.
even more often here, because I swear, like every year they put up the rent, which is kind of, I'd rather have a tenant that I like and keep their rent the same, have them there as long as possible, than have to deal with getting new tenants every couple of
Yeah,
years
'cause
because
you
the
already
rent goes
have
up
a
and they can't afford
consistent
it.
income from that tenant. You have a very devoted, consistent income from that tenant.
Right.
Why ruin it?
Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
But nowadays, especially if you have younger landlords and stuff like that that are don't see that
Mm-hmm.
perspective, like they just automatically like every so often, like or every year, they'll just hike it up like 25, $50, so another $100,
Yeah,
whatever.
sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes it goes up quite a bit all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't to me either. We're the smart
Well,
people.
yeah, I was talking to someone. Oh, my roommate's home after so long. Hey,
Hi,
Lucy.
what was I thinking? Is that
That's
Lucy?
Lucy. Yep.
Hi, Lucy.
You can always recognize the book press. That's how I recognized after they started putting the URLs in instead, or the handles, whatever.
Oh,
Um,
that picture's too small for me to see. What are you talking?
I can go grab
I'm
a magnifying glass for. I don't know how helpful it'll be, but
because I'm seeing chat on a little tiny phone. I've got you in real time mirrored onto my computer. So I can't even see my other phone that I'm recording on. And then I get a second phone because, I'm extra like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was talking to, I think it was one of my coworkers. Okay, I'm going to shut the door to this. So yeah, but she was saying like every year they bump it up. I think it was like $25 or $50. But like they don't make any improvements on the property, and it sounds like there's
Right.
a lot of issues with the property. I'm just like, I told her to check your lease agreement and like, because sometimes like there's some type of clause in there in regards to properly maintaining the residence or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have stuff that you've been requesting to get fixed but aren't fixed, you can potentially refuse to pay the upcharge for your rent until they fix it.
Yep.
Like, you guys aren't holding up to your end of the lease, therefore I'm not paying this until you fix it. I've been requesting this for a year now. You need to come in and take care of this.
Exactly.
So Lucy, it depends on what side of town, and whether it's an apartment, a duplex, a split home, whatever. But the lowest I've found so far, and I was very surprised, was 700.
For a 1 bedroom or
Two bedroom.
two
She's
bedroom?
specifically asking about a two
Oh,
bedroom.
I
Yeah,
read part of the question.
yeah, yeah. So, and that's being very, very, very lucky to find that. But on average, it's about 850 plus, and even that is like you're lucky if you find that. Um but yeah. So what was brain cells? What am I trying to do here? Okay. Um so but otherwise like the most average is closer like 900 plus for a two bedroom. And it's not even big. It's anywhere from uh I think 800 square feet to maybe 1,000 square feet for $900 plus. Well, but okay, so Lucy, what's the average like pay rate
Wow.
out there though? That's the thing. Like we got to take into account what the average hourly rate is for people out there too. Because here,
Hi, Jerry.
hey Sherry, because here, the minimum wage is 15 or something like that an hour. And that's like a mandatory minimum. Like you have to, even if they're part time, you have to start them out around there. Um, but so that's just like basic like customer service, like part time type stuff. As for any other like jobs, like I don't know what their minimums are typically. I've been with my job for 5 years now, and I make maybe $5 more than that. But the minimum wage specifically for Hobby Lobby, whether you're full time or part time, has gone up more than what the minimum wage is required for Nebraska. There's not enough affordable housing here at all. They are building lots, but not building affordable. Yep, that sounds about right. Because that's kind of what's happening here. They so they have this like thing going on for affordable house living or whatever, affordable, yeah, house living or whatever. But they're popping up all these apartments that are multi-tenant like units, like the student living type,
Mm-hmm.
and they're charging each student, if you're lucky, 600 a month, but some of them are like 900 a month. And that's just for their room and then the shared living space.
That's crazy.
It's just for their one room.
Right.
And then you got to deal with whatever tenants are in your unit besides yourself. And on average, there's 2 to 3. So these newer apartments, they're making a killing on getting at minimum maybe 2,400 per unit.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Probably
that's
double
straight
the
up thievery
mortgage.
in my mind.
That's what?
That's straight up thievery in my mind.
Yeah.
Like from the landlord. So, and a lot of these apartments are getting by with charging so much as long as there is, from what my brother said, because he knows a couple people who are opening other apartments. They in order for their complex to be able to file as affordable housing, they only actually have to have like 2 or 3 units that is in that range. And
Oh,
they can have 60 units, but as long as they have 2 or 3 of them that are under the affordable housing, like they can have that place set up and labeled as such and get whatever tax credit it is for it.
that's that's just sad.
Yeah. And that's where a lot of these newer apartments are coming in right now, is they only have a couple that fall under that guideline to be able to label the rest of the thing as such. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's screwing up the like housing slash living market here. Yeah, that's what makes it so hard. And then half of them, if you're lucky, you may find one that allows dogs. That's been my issue, is finding a place that's decent sized but also will allow blue.
No.
Because so that's like the first 2 questions I asked, like what's the square footage if it doesn't mention the square footage, and then 2
Mm-hmm.
is like, what's your pet policy? Because some of them will say pets allowed or pets are welcome, but then when you mention you have a dog and it's like dogs aren't welcome, they don't put pets are allowed.
Right.
Put the exclusion and inclusions on your
That-
listing.
yeah. That's just rude.
One, that helps me out knowing I don't have to look at you because like you
Yeah.
won't allow
They're
dogs
just
anyway.
wasting your time. Yeah.
Yeah. And it helps them in their filtration process too. So like they don't have to worry about answering that question constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you allow dogs? No. Do you allow dogs? No. Just put you don't allow dogs. And then like you can avoid that whole situation. I don't know. That's
I
me
agree.
thinking about it. Like, and it doesn't require much thinking about it to know better. But I mean, the landlords will do what the landlords do. It's whatever. Rent is too high here. Also, we can't afford to move to get the space we have now. We'd have to get rid of everything we have and still want. See, and that's kind of my situation right now, Sherry. Like the ones I'm currently looking at are actually quite promising, but they don't completely show the whole space that it's saying is available. Like in the photos for everything, it like blows my mind. It's like, okay, so you say you have this many rooms available or whatever, but you only show one room, or you don't even show the rooms at all. So how am I to know this is going to be okay for me?
Yeah. Sorry you're having to deal with all that.
Yeah. I think B&B, Verbo, etc. are also a problem with affordable rents. A lot of people can make more money doing it that way, so it takes away from long-term renters. I feel like long-term renters are more reliable for like constant flow of income though. You can pretty much depend on renters to be paying their bill by comparison to periodically maybe having guests at your Airbnb, which typically is more seasonal income, which to me is not reliable. But that's my perspective on that. Not that everybody shares that perspective, but own a home but can't afford to move to a place that will house all my. Yep, that seems to be my dilemma too. Like this one townhome I'm looking at, it says it has 3 levels, so it has the main floor. It has on the main floor the kitchen, the dining room, and a living room. And then the upstairs, the second level, has the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. And then there's a basement that has a second living area, I guess, and storage and the laundry room. So I was like, this one sounds very promising. But it's like it sounds expensive, but then also, but the person got back to me and we were going over random stuff, and it says like utilities and stuff, and that is included in the rent. I'm like, okay, so that's actually not bad because I've seen a lot of places at this cost that it doesn't include the utilities or anything. So you got to try to figure out how much the average utilities are for that specific unit.
Yep.
But this one says it's included in the rent. So I'm like, okay, so that's not bad. I mean, there may be an extra charge on that, mainly like for having Blue there with me, but otherwise, that sounds pretty good. And now, what do I want to put on here? What do I want? Ooh, that's what I could put. I could put one of my pre-made tiny clusters on. One of my ticket clusters. Maybe if it didn't seem directional. Oh my gosh. You hear her?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's saying, hello, Dad, I missed you. You've been gone for almost 2 months. I miss you.
Aw. I thought you were never coming home.
Pretty much. Hey, Toby. Blue is
Hi,
technically
Toby.
roommate's dog. Um, but with him moving out of state, specifically to New Mexico, where did I put the piece? Okay, there it is.
No, he's not able to take him.
Is not the greatest environment for a husky.
They like it cold.
Yep.
They need it cold.
Even though my Blue's a kind of a psychopath and will bake in the sun intentionally.
Uh,
So which I don't have a problem doing. And Jacob already considered Blue my dog anyways. I was not aware of that until like a few months ago. I'm like, oh, I mean, that's fine by me. I mean, besides feeding the dog, I and taking her out and Levens and everything, I don't know all the procedures and stuff, I guess, and when it comes to uh, vet care and stuff like that. Hi, Casey. All right, one
oh,
moment.
somebody just said hi. Who's joining us? Oh, my desk is mirrored. That's gonna. I'm glad I'm. Wait, is it though? Nope. It's only mirrored on my computer. That's so weird. I looked up at my computer and this flower was over here. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, let's see what's next. Do I want to put that on there? No, it's so busy. All right. We're going to put you on here. We cut you out. We need to put you somewhere. Oh, I don't like paper bag on paper bag. I'm weird like that. Let's add some words. These are the words I want. Don't know if these are the words I want. Yeah, I think I just want random. Random. What? Did I miss something? Did I say something and I didn't realize I said it? I don't know what you mean, Eddie. That is not a brown that I like on here. Whatever. Whatevs. It's just one layer. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You said you'd like to put paper bag on. Oh, okay. It's just packaging inside. I wasn't thinking of it. Yeah, I don't. Yep. All right. Don't mind me. I'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't want this reddish brown for this project. Let's move it away from it. It's going into timeout. Hi, Anne. What else do I want? I already have circles. That's all I have. I just have circles everywhere. It's not all I have, but I do have kind of a lot of circly stuff. Circles. More circles. Okay, that's not a circle. Oh, I don't want that with that. Organic. Since we have a pattern, what do we have that's organic? We could just put some flowers all over. Could bring in some swirlies. Excuse me. I had a paper I was putting in here earlier. I don't know what happened to it. Just grab one of these. How is everybody doing? There we go. A little pattern in the background. What will we add after that? I don't know. And I know I said no circles. I'm going to add some circles. What color? Oh, we've got this bluish color over here. Do I have ink that color? That'd be a nice color to bring over. Red rover, bring blue right over. Oh, just gotta grab my thing of stamps. Oh, hi, Christina. Think Aegean blue, the Aegean blue or the summer sky? Which one? I know not. I don't have a Facebook anything. Of course I don't.
Right. Sorry, guys. I was catching up with my roommate. Hey, Ann.
And Christina came in too.
Oh, and Christina?
Yep. Can't decide which one. I'm going to both.
I think Christina's been in here for a little while.
Oh, maybe. All right. I don't remember saying hi, so I said hi.
Catching up to saying hi to her because she's been chatting along with Lucy.
Okay.
In regards to housing and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's been here a minute. Yeah, essentially, Lucy, I am essentially adopting Blue. Yeah, so yeah, she'll be coming with me. Bag on bag is not.
Oh, I didn't like the paper packaging on paper packaging. Like that's where that comment came from.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was confused about it too.
You said you like
Because I can't always remember the words I say right after I say them.
Hey, I'm just backtracking, make sure I'm reading everything. Okay. Okay, cool. All caught up. Oh. Yeah, so until my okay. To mention my manager's set my second background check. Once more. More for me. What? Why do I need it?
Oh, come on, glue. All right, if there's something in between the paper bag, then I'm okay with it, apparently. Just need a barrier. Oh, hopefully he'll see that when he comes back. Just a little fussy tearing. I'm not good at talking in a live. I'm much better talking to me when nobody's there. I don't know why. Somebody explain that to me. Explain myself to me. Anybody have any questions? I can answer questions sometimes. I can try.
Yeah. So both Eddie. Well, in a way, okay. So in a way, I've been Blue's dad for like the last month or two now, especially since like Jacob acknowledged, well, she's your girl now. You're gonna be taking her and everything. So I've already been referring to myself as like Dad to Blue. So
Aw.
like, do you miss Dad today? Like while I'm giving her scratches and stuff like that.
Aw.
Yeah. So I've already been getting into the fur daddy mindset. That
Fur
sounds bad,
daddy.
but that sounds so bad.
I'm just over here trying not to do respond to my intrusive thoughts.
Right. But yeah, so they're asking. So apparently, I need to do a second background check.
Oh, okay.
I, I don't. This is. I better not have to pay another freaking thing to do it.
Well, I'm assuming if it's a different place you would, but if they reimburse you, I guess it won't be so bad.
I don't know.
But they don't really tell you in advance, do they? A dog, Blue, the dog. Anne asked what kind of fur daddy are
Yeah.
we going to do? Well,
Yeah.
he's going to be a really good fur daddy. He already is.
Yeah.
He takes good care of Blue.
Yeah. Blue, our husky. See, Eddie, I knew it. I knew you'd have something to say, but try to avoid saying it. He's like, I am not going to elaborate on that. I'm going to stay over here in my little corner. Probably safer that way, Eddie. Though it would be free entertainment.
Don't like that. What do I like?
Blue is a husky, yes. She is a sweet, sleepy girl. Yes, Eddie, safer for me. Hey, everyone is calling me Sister Ann. I mean, I call you Sister Ann all the time. Only when she needs something, Christina. She's not like all those like usual huskies that you see on social media that like won't shut up. Yeah, it's typically I need to go outside, or you let my water pan run dry. And that's pretty much it.
All right, I'm too hot to wear gloves. I'll keep the one on, but I don't need both.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, yeah, she's just a bum. She just lays on the couch and naps all day when she's not in her kennel because I'm at work. So last my roommate checked in regards to when he last took her to the vet, which was just last year. She's 7-ish. It's very vague because like we adopted her, but I think she was initially adopted. So okay. So we had Merlin, and then we had a cat for a little bit, and the cat was specifically for one of our other roommates. I don't mind cats. Jacob doesn't like cats. So his mom took on the cat and gave us Blue, and she initially had Blue for her daughter. So, and mom didn't particularly care for dogs, or at least the size Blue is. She much preferred cats. So it was an even trade. It was
Everybody came out
it worked
happy.
out for the both of us. So mom got a new cat and we got a new dog. So yeah. But I didn't know it at the time, but Jacob was getting Blue mostly for me
Aw.
because Merlin's his boy, and I think Jacob just wanted me to have a little fur baby too. So he's like, "Well, Merlin needs a friend, and I'm not going to make it obvious that I'm actually getting her for you." So essentially, is how that went down. But yeah, I had no idea that was the intent at the time. I'm like, oh, okay. Do 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 do. No, but I love her. She's adorable. She does pout a little when if you're giving her lovin's and then you stop giving her lovin's, she'll do a little pout. And then she also knows better than to beg for food. Hey, Wilhelmina.
Hi, Wilhelmina.
Like she'll sit close to you, but won't make eye contact or anything. But she won't beg, but she'll be well within range if you do
Just in
decide
case something
to.
falls.
Yeah. And she won't, and like if something falls, she won't directly go for it unless one you walk away and leave it unattended, or you tell her it's okay. But
Aw.
she'll watch it and she's like, "Can I has it or no?" She kind of waits for permission. She's really well behaved, and I don't even like really spoil her or anything. Like I don't give her human food, or at least not very often. If she's being a really good girl and I have something that I'm pretty sure she can have, I'll give it to her. But that's few and far between when that happens. So when she gets it, she knows she's being spoiled, or she knows she's been a good girl if she's getting a little extra than she's supposed to. Otherwise, the only time she really gets treats is when it's like raining or snowing out and I have to wipe her paws. So for her behaving and sitting still, she gets a treat.
Oh, I have it on pop messages. I'm like, did someone come in and I didn't see them? Maybe.
Wilhelmina, did you already say hi to Wilhelmina?
I did. Is she Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
I don't know everybody's name. I'm not always here.
All right. Give me one moment. I'm going to make a little pit stop.
Sounds good. What do I want to do? I want to make a label. Ooh. Is that big enough? No, that's not big. But I could find the right size label to put on there. Label. don't think that one's quite good enough. Nope. There we go. That one should work. Hi, Judy. Dropping the cover to my glue. I saw where it fell for once in my life. For once in my life. You can kind of see it. Not as dark as I would like, but once I cut it out, it will hopefully show up more better. Sure, why not?
Hey, Judy. I'm editing a video for March Masterboard Madness.
Ooh, what day are you?
Huh?
What day are you, Christina? I guess I could look at the calendar. I've been trying to watch everybody, so I can hopefully do something a little different. I don't know. I haven't decided what to do for my day yet. Tomorrow. I'm next week, the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Hazel was really nice and let me do one because somebody else couldn't do it, even though I was like late saying that I'd be willing to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, February. February was kind of crazy month for me. So that's kind of what happened there. Song stuck in my head. All right, what do we want to add on this page? Anything? We don't have to do everything. We don't have to do something on every page, she says, as she puts something on every page.
Me, whenever I get around to actually making a journal. Each page needs to be a work of art, so it needs to have different things.
That apparently is how I'm addressing this particular journal. Let's see. Is this the one that has blue on the cover? Yes. So I do want to bring some blue into the journal.
Now I got a song stuck in my head.
Which song? I kind of hum a bunch over and over.
I don't even know the name of it, honestly.
All right, so not one that I didn't get it into your head. Okay, just making sure.
No, I don't think it's your song. No, I don't know the words well enough to sing it.
That's usually my problem when it comes to all these.
Problem. Like otherwise, I would sing it.
Oh man, how'd that brown get on there? That's all right. Sometimes there's a brown line on a flower. Flowers are not perfect. They get dirty in the wild too.
I think it's a song from either the late 90s or early 2000. I remember it from my childhood, so it has to be somewhere in that spectrum.
If I look at it through the camera, well, wait, you guys sing it forward.
Aperture by Harry Styles. Okay, I know the artist, but I don't know the song. Well, I may know the song. I'm not going to say I don't know the song because there's a lot of songs I know. I just don't know the name of it. And half the time I don't know the name of the artist, but I know the song.
So yeah, Eddie's earworm is Harry Styles. I don't know what yours is. Maybe yours is the same. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Weird Bluebees.
Mine is before Harry Styles. Because Harry Styles is like a newer age music, like not that genre. It's more current.
Yeah.
Mine is an older song. Oh, there we go. That works.
My earworms are usually whatever reel I just watched. Usually
Yeah.
what happens. Now we're going over. We don't need to save that piece of trash.
Ooh, pardon me. No, but I'm half thinking these landlords I'm talking to, I'm half
Uh-huh.
thinking they're the same freaking person.
Could be.
Well, I mean, because they're requesting the same thing and they follow up nearly the same time as each other. So, like, I don't know.
Just different phone numbers?
Yeah, they're different phone numbers. They're like out of state numbers. So I don't know if they're using some type of well, I don't know if it's just out of state. I think it's some random generic number.
Huh.
But I'm wondering if they're using some like system to
Like an
uh
automated response?
no, it's not
Oh,
automated. Like the responses seem like too personable
okay.
to be automated.
Mm.
But
AI these days, we just never know.
But it seems like they might be going through an alternate system, so they're not using their personal number for business means.
I think I get what you're saying.
Which, I mean, I get it. So, like, if you have like a work phone by comparison to your personal phone,
Right.
if
It
you're a
can route
landlord or
through.
whatever,
Yeah.
like, it makes sense to have a different number. And that's what I'm assuming is going on. But I don't know. But like, I looked at the individuals' things, like, I, these places I found through Marketplace. Or one of them I found through Marketplace. The other one of my coworkers just happens to be hunting for me as well.
Okay.
Part of it was since we were talking about apartments and stuff like that, they just started showing up on her Facebook,
Huh.
conveniently enough. And I'm just like, well, most of us who have Facebook have given Facebook permissions to use our mic, and that's why, so they can identify what to randomly share with us, whether we're actually looking for anything in that spectrum or not. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a marketing thing. And luckily, it seems to be coming out to my benefit. Because initially, she was talking to me about one of her friends who moved out of a place just a little over a week ago, and they were only paying like 900, and it's a 3 bedroom, and it was a house, and this was 900 a month, and they were renting it, and they had a dog, and it was a decent sized dog, maybe a medium sized dog. So I was like, that sounds promising. And she was
Hmm.
trying to reach out to them to get information, like in regards to the landlord, um, to see if it was still available and all that stuff. And she hadn't, her friend had to talk to her husband to get the information, hadn't got back. But like all this stuff started popping up on her Facebook as suggestions. So she just shares it to me via Messenger. So this one's available. So this one's available. So this one's available. And so far, those ones that have been available have been working out for me, like in regards to
Oh,
my job hunt.
good. Good, good, good. I really hope that you get something good.
Oh, look at that. We got a Kip in the house.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. You is
Hi.
muted, girl.
I'm muted. Hi. How
Welcome
is everyone?
in. Doing good
Doing
so
good
far.
here.
Had a little project that I had to complete with for my son.
Oh, okay.
His wedding anniversary is with my son, I should say. He was supposed to be doing it. Let me try to get this straight. His wedding anniversary is next week, and he and his wife have this deal that they have to give each other like handmade stuff.
Ah, okay.
So
Sometimes easier for one person than the other.
well, exactly. So he bought a frame, and we were decorating the outside of the frame.
Oh,
Oh,
And
nice.
then he found a picture of the two of them to put in the frame.
Oh, very nice. He did good.
He did good. Yeah, he did okay. I apparently did something okay somewhere along the line. So, yeah, it was. And then we, of course, had to go through my stash of stuff to create
Hey, he knew where to go.
a montage of stuff. Yeah. He's like, well, earlier in the week, he's like, can I come over Sunday and you help me with this? And I said, sure. No problem. I don't have anything else to do.
And then you get the invite from Casey.
Yeah, and it's like, well, and
I do have something. Yeah.
he didn't tell me what time he was coming over, so I had
Oh,
no
that's
way.
helpful.
Yeah, I had no way of planning my day. So typical boy thing. So how is everyone?
Doing good
Doing
here.
pretty good.
Have to be working on my journals.
Good. That's what I'm gonna do. I
Okay,
worked
that's
on
not going a little bit straight.
the paintbrushes this morning
Yeah.
for a little bit, and I got to get these done. I feel like this is taking me forever.
I love how Patty was trying to like get you to get more paintbrushes the other day.
I know. I have
She was
10.
like, wink, hey, look, paintbrushes, Kip, paintbrushes. You're just like, I have enough.
I have
I don't need
plenty,
more for this project. I'm only doing this many.
10 of them. Well, 11 technically, but one of them I'm not touching. It's gonna be a fun project though.
Especially the diversity you're trying to go with all of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something kind of different for all of them. And then there'll be a wide variety ultimately when it's done. Hi, Toby. Hi, Judy. Sorry, I forgot to look.
It's easy to do.
I'm coming in like a whirlwind. Woo!
You came in like a rat.
That's the song that came into my head too. Ooh, you want to do this? Maybe.
Oh, puppy dog wants inside. You had a little pitter patter.
Hey,
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie. There we go. Now that we have more people on.
Oh yeah, when I came in, you were talking about Ridiculous rents.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oy.
Um,
So how much time do you have before you've got to get to move out?
I still got quite a bit of time. Like I still have like a couple months at least.
Oh,
Because he's trying to get this house set up for market. So there,
oh, right. Yeah,
because
that's
he's
not.
planning on selling it, but he wants to get it in proper order
Yeah,
before then.
good for him.
So
Well, and even then, you would have while he's selling it, right?
yeah, he's selling it.
So can you be there while he's selling it?
Yeah. Um, but like there's some stuff that requires a little bit more than elbow grease to take care of.
Yeah, that's
So like some of that will take a little longer. So that's why I'm saying like it may be a while still. He's shooting for spring, summer ish to get it on market. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I still got some play time between then. But for me, in regards to like packing and stuff like that, it's hard for me to feel a drive to actually get packing until I have something that's actually pushing me to move.
I get that. Yeah.
So it's like that's why I'm like I if I'm really looking at these places, so it's like that will give me the drive to actually
mm-hmm.
really start packing. I do have some stuff packed, but like I don't know, it needs to feel more real for me to really get my butt into gear.
I understand. I totally understand that idea.
So yeah, if one of these two places like actually uh feels right, then I'm just like okay. And I'm telling them like earliest I can move in is like mid-April because like one of my brother's birthday is at the end of this month, so I need to make sure we're able to do something and then also like be able to in a way like rebuild my bumper for potentially moving in and get stuff packed and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's a thing. It's a hassle, but usually great opportunity for sort of a clean, clean slate, so to speak.
mm-hmm. And like I will say one benefit to moving is it makes it easier to resituate things and
Mm-hmm.
re-go through things, like especially like when it comes to your creative space. Like being able to redesign how you have your stuff set
Yep.
up.
It's a lot easier to do when you're sort of starting from scratch as opposed to trying to take space that you've already got and just rearranging.
Yeah. Trying to re-feng shui it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Reconfigure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because like when it's already up and put away and everything, like in order to revamp it, you have to take everything out, put everything back in. I was like, oh my gosh.
I am really close. Let me see if I can.
Like I hate that process.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of it, but have been for too long. I'm
She's
not
like,
even,
I'm not gonna admit to how long it is, so I'm just gonna
yeah,
say too long.
it's been a hot minute. Yeah. but I've made good headway. I'm just not done yet. Not sure if I
Yeah.
ever will be.
Oh, by the way, I've not thought about any of those prompts as of yet, Kit.
Oh,
Because I have been obviously preoccupied with other things on my mind.
we have plenty of time.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do.
But it's going to be, I think it's going to be a really fun project. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
again, by the way.
Yes.
You guys, if you don't already know this, Casey is like one of the sweetest, kindest people in the whole wide world.
I know that.
Way nicer than I say. You probably already know that, but just in case you didn't, now you know.
I second it. How's that?
There you go. One tries, not always successful, but one tries to do
Well,
what he
with the
can.
amount of people in the world that don't even try anymore.
Oh,
And that's fair.
I know.
I appreciate that, ladies. I really do.
Well, tell your mother she did something right.
She'll love to hear that.
That's when I always say when my kids do something that I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't mess up so much as I thought we did. Oh, Toby agrees. Yes, he is. She said.
Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. Don't keep pushing that. You're gonna make a grown man cry.
Okay.
Oh,
I won't get mushy.
who's to say that wasn't our goal?
Yeah. Okay, who wants to see Casey cry?
Probably won't see it, but you'll probably hear me
Hear it,
sniff.
yeah. Are you a loud crier, Casey, or one the silent kind of crier?
It depends on how serious the situation is I'm crying about. I have cried a couple times on live, actually.
Have you? Aw.
Yeah.
Sweet.
They weren't the happiest moments.
Oh,
Happy
Yeah.
cries. I don't think I ever have.
watching a live, but I don't think I have in a,
Yeah.
No, I don't think any of them were ever with guests. They were kind of like impromptu, like lives.
Mhm.
Well, one of them I was crafting, and one of them I had gotten a message from someone.
Aw.
Do it.
So the impromptu one was an apology. I had apparently spoken out of turn, or what was it? Made something seem less than it deserved, or something. I barely remember it, but but I'm not going to get into that.
Sounds like you were.
It's not necessary.
Sounds like you were being human.
Yeah. Well, someone else called me out on it, so then I made a formal apology,
Oh, I see.
and I got emotional because like it was not my intent to come across the way I apparently did, according to this individual. So,
Like I said the first time, sounds like you were being human.
mhm.
It's life. I am not doing anything thrilling except inking pages because that's really the next thing I need to do here.
Ink it like a rock star then.
I'm gonna ink away.
Thank you.
Ink it like a rock star.
Ink it like a rock star.
I don't know. Do you feel like a rock star while you ink?
No, not usually. It's one of those. I feel like I don't like the pages not inked, but it's my least. I think I'm gonna say my least favorite thing to do when making a journal. I think.
But you feel like it completes what you're working on.
But it's worth
doing.
it, right? It's worth it to do, even though I hate it.
Doing it all at once, yes, that would be hard. When I'm doing it one at a time, it gives me a minute to think.
Well, and I typically do, yeah, I'll do it kind of as I go a little bit. If I'm playing with a page, I'll do it. And I have done that here a little bit, but not as much as I normally do it. Yeah, it's not as painful that way. Maybe painful is not quite the right word, but
Tedious. Some people think tedious and painful pretty much the same thing.
yeah. But it helps to have conversation, somebody to talk to while I'm doing it. So.
Right. It really
Makes it
does.
more better.
So thank you, Casey.
It keeps you distracted while doing it.
Right, Christina
Makes
wants
it
to know
fun.
how does one feel like a rock star when they are inking? I know, right? If you figure it out, let us know.
Right.
Because we all want to know. I mean, maybe if you sang while you inked, would that work? Would that make you feel like a rock
Like
star?
whistle while you work type thing?
Yeah. Although I'm
There
not
you go.
sing with the
But then you'd have, for me, I feel like I would have to ink in a specific rhythm.
yeah. Yeah. You'd be like dun, 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 dun.
Hey, Handy Scanny.
Hi, Nancy.
I don't know. Christina, try that and let us know if that works for you.
What else? What else?
Let's do this instead.
Actually,
Inking a rhythm. Yeah. It's a new thing. Inking a rhythm. Now we just need somebody who actually can tell us all how to do it. How do you ink a rhythm?
Oh my gosh. I love how like
Look at
one
that.
of the individuals I've been talking to about one of the apartments, I told him I'll get to it in a little while. I'm currently preoccupied. Like I sent that to both of them because both of them sent the follow up that I need to do the second part of the background check whatever thing. So I sent them both that message. One of them just like messaged me back and was like, "Have you completed it yet?" I'm like,
No.
"No,
No.
I will let you know and send you the information when I've completed it." Like, seriously.
People don't read their messages. Like actually read them.
Or they don't understand what that or what the message implies.
Yeah. But I can't tell you how many times, especially work-related emails, you send an email, you take your time, you write it all out, you explain something, only
And then
for
they
the
ask a
response to
question that's
be,
answered in the email.
yeah, that's pretty much what I just told you. Did you read the email?
Well, I mean, I've done that with memos we've received from corporate about certain things. I go to ask the my coworker question in regards to it, and like I thought I read the whole thing. Apparently, I didn't. Because oh look, if we actually finish reading it, Casey, look, there's the answer.
Tasty.
Well, I feel like a ditz. Okay, I thought I actually completed reading it. Apparently, I missed that part.
Oh, I was going to explain to you how I got this paper or where this came from. From the book. Hang on, let me grab it and I'll tell you these.
Hey, Ellen.
Hi, Ellen.
I would ask clients more than one question and not they would. See, Judy, like I can't be that type of responder, like with answering like only one question. So if there's like 5 questions and a single text, replying to each question in an individual text, that bugs me. I can't do that. For me, if you ask like 5 questions in one text, I will like literally bullet each answer to each of the questions and then send it all in one text. Instead of sending 5 different texts for each of the questions that was sent in the one text. Like to me, it just makes sense to do it that way. It's like, well,
Seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
put a little dot there. This is
Question
the
number
answer to
1.
the first question. Put another little dot there.
Number
Answer to the second question, so on and so forth. That makes sense to me.
That or copy and paste and
for each question. But I'm me and they're them, so I don't know.
So Casey, I was going to tell you where I got this book.
Oh yes.
Okay, so this is the book.
Ooh.
And it's leather bound, it's beautiful, and it is a reproduction of the works on getting the first color palettes. It's all in, I think, Latin, and so I have no idea what it actually says. But it's got these gorgeous, and it goes through all the colors
and everything.
Just beautiful, and the handwriting. So it's a reproduction. The story behind it is the reason. Like, why would I tear this up? Right? It's gorgeous. I paid a pretty penny for this, and it came in the workmanship. It's hand put together, but the workmanship was horrendous for what I paid for it. The things like the spine not being put in here correctly. Of course, I've messed this up a lot. Pages were trimmed really poorly. Like there's a whole section in here where there's a big white edge along the pages.
Yeah.
And so I sent an email and complained and said, I just want you to know. And I didn't ask for anything. I just wanted them to know that I had received a copy that was just poor workmanship. And I said, I understand that this is hand done, and I do expect there to be, clear handmade parts and pieces to it, but it was bad. And it's kind of hard to show you now because I've got it torn up. Long story short, and it comes with a book that explains like what each sort of chapter is about and who did it and the ear and all that. And I didn't get that book. It didn't come with it. It was just missing. So long story short, they resent the whole thing to me. And so I'm like, okay, well then, how do I package the original one up and send it back to you? And they said, we don't want it back. so I have.
Well, they don't want it back because, well, obviously there's flaws with it. We
It's
can't
right.
move
And I
forward
took
if there's
pictures and
flaws.
everything because I wanted them to see, Anyway, so this is the bad copy, and the real one that I won't touch is in another place. But it's just, I can't even, let's see if I may have already thrown them out. They were really bad.
Happy accident, because you wouldn't have had that to play with otherwise.
Yeah, I would not have, but it's just a really cool book about color and color mixing, but it's all in a foreign language, of course. So, but it's a reproduction. I think I took the pages out that were really bad, that had all the white edging on them and stuff. But they were bad trim. There was some bad the way it was put together. It's just sloppy. Some places where it was falling apart already, and I hadn't even received it like this, like back here,
Yeah.
where that's starting to separate
Oh,
already.
wow.
Oh, yeah, that's not
It
good.
came that way. There
Oh.
you go. You can see it. It arrived that way. So, yeah, just not glued very well. Anyway, so I complained, and I got a tear up copy.
Good.
Well, especially with you having paid a pretty penny for it.
Right.
And
It
it
was
should have
not.
been in a better condition.
It was an expensive book. Well worth it to have in my library, of course, but not in shoddy condition.
Right.
So now I
Well,
have
luckily
something.
they had multiple reproductions of it to.
Yeah, they had. Well, is this one where? No, I think I threw out the pages that had so much white on them because it was really, really bad. Really bad. Worth complaining about. And I'm not I don't use, especially something that's hand put together, right? I do that. I
Right.
understand. I get it. It is not going to be perfect. And I told him that when I sent the email. So I wasn't expecting perfection, but I was expecting something with a little bit more of a professional
Quality.
to it because it was so expensive. So yeah. So well worth the money now because I got two.
One question. To work, I changed my template and only asked one question. Few people and emails that my work are terrible on it. They were talking about the email thing.
Oh, asking questions. Yeah. It is frustrating, isn't it? Sorry, I'm making a lot of noise.
Yeah, but my mom will do like the multiple texts to ask multiple questions and all in like sequence with each other. Like she sends one, 5 seconds later she sends another one, 5 seconds later she sends another one. It's like you could have literally put this all in one text, and I would have responded in one text, broken out.
Yeah, that's right. That's almost
I don't like my phone blowing up when it could have been one text.
And then the chances that I'm going to miss one of the questions are pretty good because there's too many to try to answer.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen. Okay.
Well, thank you. Where am I? Yes. Okay.
Don't like what I did here.
Oh, that's too much. What do I want? I feel like I want something else, but I don't know what else do I want.
Are you making a snippet, Casey?
Yeah, it's like a snippet strip.
Nice. And
There's
Darcy-
something else I was wanting to work on today, but this was already on the table. I was like, well, I might as well play with this instead.
I know I want to start working on my paintbrushes, but I feel like I have to get these done.
Ooh, he could go there. Let's put them in there. Young kid gets old fisherman wisdom.
Has anybody ever die cut leather?
I haven't.
I have not tried.
I think neither have I, but I would like to. Because these have these leather pieces. This one has some suede on it, and this one has this big piece on it.
Ooh, I like that. How you got it wrapped around. That's fun.
With the rivets, with the rivets holding it together. So it needs to be cleaned. But I'm thinking I want to take some of these and put a tag in each one of them that is also leather.
Oh.
So I think I'm gonna see if I can accomplish that as soon as I get this signature done.
I feel like if you had the old block ones, the old wood block ones, you'd be good, but I don't know how well it would do with like the thinlet things.
I do have the wood Biggs dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think is what they're called. I do have one that was tags. That is tags.
And that,
I
or if
feel
you
like
had
that
like a
one would be
Cricut maker.
Yeah, cut it out on it. Yeah, I've got a regular Cricut. I didn't think about that. I don't
Well, the
really
Cricut maker can do like more heavy duty things.
Okay.
I don't know about the regular one.
Well, I'll get the Biggs die out here in just a
Yeah,
second.
doesn't hurt to try that.
And I'll see if that works. Yeah. Let's see.
Nancy's Handy Scandy, right?
Yes, I believe so. I said hi to her like that.
I've heard of that
Thank you,
technique.
Ellen.
I personally have not tried that yet. I've been wanting to try it, but I keep forgetting about it whenever I do gel print. But
Oh, I've done it. Yeah.
yeah, I've heard
Maybe
great
not.
things about that technique.
All the grungy layers. Oh, fun.
Yeah, because it acts as a mask in random spots and everything.
Okay. I think I have seen somebody do that.
I've seen the grunge pull-offs and everything from that. I was like, oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
would be heaven for me.
Yeah. Jelly plating is just something that I have not succumbed to.
I didn't do it right away. It took me a while.
Yeah, I've got a small plate to play with, but I don't know. I feel like I just don't want a whole nother thing. It's like, who was it that was saying that too? Oh, I think it was Patty. It's like another,
Oh yeah.
like another rabbit hole to go down. And I feel the same way.
Yeah, she is basically like, I enjoy watching other people
Exactly.
do it. I would rather not get into it myself.
Well, and
As
when
much
I'm
fun as it looks,
sure.
it's not something I want to really venture in. I can appreciate everyone doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure it is probably, when I do watch, I think, oh, I really just need to just do it. And I think, no,
Right. I think that about a
No.
lot of crafting, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't have the room to add any more to my repertoire.
Yeah. Irons in the fire. I got enough going on. I don't need more.
All right, Ellen wants to know how we got started making journals.
Oh my.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, mine's pretty easy. I started with mixed media. I started getting into mixed media, and my aunt sent me a folio that she had made, junk journal type folio, and told me who she liked to watch, which was like Gail Augustinelli and Pam with the Paper Outpost, and that was it. And I was like, oh, I could do that. So it's a fun way to incorporate the mixed media into making journals.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. I would say ditto pretty much. I was into mixed media and watched Tracy Fox actually, and I'm on her design team now. And just saw some of the things she was doing with, paper and all that kind of fun stuff. And then watched someone else. I actually think it was Nick the Booksmith, which I don't think she.
Oh, I love Nick.
Yeah. And thought, oh, I want to start incorporating. And my thing was, how do I incorporate some of the mixed media boards I was doing into the cover without being afraid to go dimensional and use metal and use weird pieces and things like that. And so I started experimenting, and away we go.
For me, it was I found a diary, sketchbook, whatever, that was repurposed from a book at a local art supply store in our downtown area. And like I got it specifically for journaling because like the job I was working at was stressful and I needed to get stuff off my mind here and there. But like when I was looking at it, I was like, this seems pretty simple. I wonder how you make this.
Mhm.
And then I went down the YouTube rabbit hole trying to figure out how to repurpose old books into just regular journals, like actually writing in journals. And then I found junk journals. And then from junk journals, spewed off into gel printing and mixed media and all the things that come with it. So that's how my journey.
So you started with journals and then went to mixed media, and we started with mixed media and then went to journals.
Yep.
And I can tell you that I've always been the person that was doing something, but I got heavily into, whoops, sorry, that was loud, into mixed media as a way of art as therapy after my husband died. So the grief healing, art as a healer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before making journals, like I was into making jewelry. Jewelry was really my first craft.
I was raising my kids. It's just like once my kids are grown, I was like, oh, I can do what I want now. Not that you can't do this while you're raising kids. I just did not have the bandwidth to do it.
Yeah. It makes it difficult to manage both.
Yeah.
Effectively. Unless you have a very rare talent to be able to balance it all. Like
I did some stuff. Like I would do like digitally like the flyers and brochures for like ladies retreats or the PTA, or I'd make posters for the PTA or stuff like that.
yeah. Oh, come on, you. Yeah, but I think I started making stuff. It had been a little over 10 years ago, like when I got into the fascination of journal making.
Sorry.
So I haven't been in it too terribly long. Like, I mean, it's been a decade, but like
Right.
it by
A
comparison to
while.
a lot of folks, like it's not too terribly long.
Well, let's see.
Because I mainly remember because I was at my last apartment, and it was shortly after I moved into my last apartment, and I lived there for nearly 5 years. Because when I moved in there, I had just transferred over to um, a different location of my job.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I knew about how long I had been there. That's kind of how I keep track of like where my stress started and why I got into journal making.
Mm-hmm.
But that seems to be my how I usually tell what my timeline is my stress in life.
That is not going to work. Too thick.
Probably not the greatest way to remember things, but
It is what it is.
No, that's too thin. I need something thinner.
and I would say like my learning to just make simple like basic journals
Mm-hmm.
was like learning the stitches or whatever was Sea Lemon for me, and then also Nick the Booksmith,
Mm-hmm.
and then verging from there like into junk journaling was Gale. Granted, I don't watch many, many if any of them anymore. Not because I don't like them anymore. It's just like I've evolved
Mm-hmm.
to where like I don't feel like I'd really be learning much from them anymore. But Nick the Booksmith doesn't post too terribly often either,
Right.
though.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
any posts from her in a long time.
hmm Like Gail, I mainly like because uh, it's like you're sitting down and crafting next to someone because
Yep.
she records, but like it's like you're crafting next to a friend because she'll just have a conversation there like you're sitting right next to her, and
Yep.
that's what I
That's
kind of
probably
like.
why mine are kind of like that. Yeah.
I
My
liked
only
that
problem
communal like
with
interaction
Gail,
she had on her
my
channel.
my problem with Gail is that it's an hour every day. Like I can't, like no way.
Yeah,
So I end up not watching any of them. All right, this would have worked if I'd have had enough pressure. Because it worked up here. You can see,
I need to use something else.
but it didn't go all the way through.
I can make that a little shorter.
So
Oh, wait, oh, it's folding. No.
what do I want to do about it? And I moved it. You can tell I moved it. And I'm not going to be able to get that back on there, right? Andy Scandy, I'm sorry for your loss, but yeah, it helps. I don't know how else to say that. It helps. Art as therapy is something I believe very strongly in for all sorts of reasons, not just grief, but there's lots of reasons.
Like decompression in any sort.
Mm-hmm. This is absolutely. Thank you, Ellen. It's been, let's see, in September. What year is this? 26. In September, it will be 14 years. This works. I gotta figure something out.
I know what I'm looking. Oh, there it is.
Let's see if this works. No, that's too thick. I can't get the right sandwich here.
I don't want that one. The orange one. The brown
Women
one.
are strong. Yes, we are.
All right, I hate to go, but my boys are home and my shoulder's really starting to hurt.
No worries.
So you
Thank you
guys
for hanging out.
enjoy playing. I think I'll show the pages I did real quick.
Let me find your magic button on this end. Beep boop.
Ooh.
I've just been decorating pages. That one I just put a pocket on, just, pencil. And then there's a belly band here. And just decorative page there. And we'll flip out here. I'll pocket there because I didn't like my stamping. I didn't like the way it turned out. And I'm sure I made this a belly band too. I don't know. It's not very strong paper. It might have been a mistake. And that. And then I'll add some. Yeah, I got the first half. I got pockets in the first half.
Way to go, Darcy. They look
In
really
almost 2
cool.
hours. All right. I hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you all.
Love you too, Darcy.
Bye.
You have a good one, hon.
Thanks.
Yeah, it looks like somebody. Yeah, my channel is Kip's Corner. I think someone was asking. Ooh, it might have worked.
It makes all the cool things.
No, it worked.
And I happen to own some of her cool things. They have a special place on my art ledge.
Aw, that's so sweet. It worked. Look, a leather tag. Took me a minute to figure it out, but it worked.
Ooh, that's fun. I like that.
Now I gotta see. Oh, here's the other one.
So, Kip, I think you'll love this. So I went to a state fair, of course, and I got this bag of train tracks.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so I found this one in here. I'm just like, it'd be fun. Oh, as if I'm not off screen to be able to show you what I think is fun. So let's scooch over here. There we are. If I put a little bit of that on there.
Yes. Yes, that'd be cool.
I think this one's actually like chipboard or something.
When my husband was younger, before he got sick and all that fun stuff, he was a train enthusiast.
Oh yeah.
Had all the things. But I had given most of it away by the time I realized, that would be cool stuff to have. Best laid plans. But yeah. There's lots of really cool things out there that are for, even things like trees and stuff like that are for train tracks, train enthusiasts.
Trying to figure out how I want to layer this. I'm trying to figure out.
I don't remember how I finally figured out the sandwich now, and I don't remember what I did. Was this it? Nope, that's not going through. Maybe it was without this one.
Mhm.
There we go.
What do you guys think of that setup? I mean,
I
it's
love
covering
it.
some stuff, but you can see through it.
I think it's perfect.
Oops, sorry, my machine's making noises.
Yeah, Christina says that's going to be cool. Yep, super cool, 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 cool.
You have the official cool seal of approval.
The cool seal.
Yeah. The seal of coolness. Is that something? It is now. Oh, the
I
suede
mean, you
one.
get that as a banner to hang in my studio.
The suede ones worked too.
Ooh, ooh, I love that color.
That's
Isn't
the
that like a
color.
reddish?
That's the color that's on the front here.
Ooh, that's pretty. I love that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Now I don't know if I've got any enough of the purple to do one. Let me see if I do.
Now, do I want to still? I pulled this out because I
Maybe
was
there's
thinking
enough
about.
here to
Oh,
do
oh,
one.
oh, am I going from the wrong? But whatever. Birds are going to go from that side because
Oh,
that's the one that's pulling.
is it this one? Which one did I use? Oh, these are the same. No, it was this one. Okay, it's too small for both of them. So let's just cut a piece and do one of them. Yep, that works.
Probably use that fiber in something else. It's not necessary here.
Oops. Did I cut that too short? Oh, phooey. Let's see. Let me turn it on this way.
Um,
There we go.
Ellen is asking, what is the base of your journal? I'm assuming your cover. Is it chipboard or?
Yeah, it's book board. Here you can see on the inside, because I haven't finished the inside yet. So it's book board. It's pretty thick. There you go. You can see how thick it is. So it's thick book board. And then fabric. And then this is an old book, the cover from an old book, this brown piece here. These are real nails here and here.
Pre-busted up or you busted them up?
No, they can't. I received them that way. They got bent when they were removed from wherever they were.
Okay.
So
So
they were really
pre-busted.
used. Yeah, and they're rusty. This is a pocket watch face. This is a piece of suede. This was in a rust bath, and it is a piece of a bracelet, this little flower. This is book spine back here and here. That's just eyelets and wire. This is a Tim Holtz frame that I put through the brick 3D, this,
The
whatever that's
embossing
called.
folder, yeah.
Yeah, the embossing folder. And then this is one of the prints cut way down, part of one of the prints from the kits from Patty that I'm doing that I put ink on top of. And I inked on top of this too. That's one of those. It's from Tim Holtz too. They come with, they're already sewn around the edge, but they're shiny and they're smooth. So I added the texture and added a bunch of ink. I think that's all that's on here. Is that everything? Yeah. And this one, same
Bye,
thing,
Nancy.
same book board. We've got the door plate. This has a inside there. That was actually a brad that I cut the back off of and put glue in and dropped that in so that you wouldn't see all the way to
Oh,
the
okay.
board.
That's a fancy Brad.
Yeah, it's here. Here's another one.
Oh, those are cool. Where'd
It's
you
got
find those?
I don't know. I've had them for a bazillion years.
Wait,
I
what?
actually just recently refound them,
Uh,
but they came in it. There was a set where there was copper ones, silver ones, and a third color. Maybe they must have been brass. And each of the patterns were different on each one. So these all came together.
oh,
Um,
okay.
these are Tim Holtz metal piece flowers and leaves. This is from a wooden ruler. That's just a spring. That's a lock, I think, is from one of Tim Holtz sets. That's a typewriter key. And that's not a pocket watch face, but just a watch face.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is also an antique book cover here. And and there's a pocket watch face up here. And then the suede and rivets.
I think the wraparound suede part is like my favorite part, especially the way you have it riveted down and everything.
Yeah, I played with it for forever trying to figure out. And I hand ripped the suede, which was quite interesting. You would have been amused if you'd have been here watching me. You ever tried to rip suede? And it's not suede. And actually, what it is it's leather on this side. Here's a piece of
Mhm.
it. So I flipped it over because I liked this color was a little darker. I liked it better. So I
Yeah,
actually used the inside of the leather instead of the outside.
yeah.
I just liked it better. It just worked better. But this stuff, you can see, this is how I tore it. Like it's not easy, but it does tear eventually. So yeah, that was fun.
You were just like, I will tear you, and I'm going to be very,
Yeah.
very forceful about this. And it's like, I want you to be this way, and I'll make you this way.
It's like every once in a while I'll give up on some lame idea I have, but a lot of times it's more, all right, let's see who's going to win this battle.
Right.
Me or you.
It's like, you're challenging me? All right, here we go.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
Who will win, the suede or Kip? Battle of Wills.
So these are the insides of these are loosely architectural themes. One of them is more house, residential. The other is more commercial land, commercial. What was the word I was trying to think of? Landmarks. Oh my gosh!
You got it out.
Don't ask me any questions. Clearly, my brain is fried.
Now mine will be too, like after the live, like and after consuming coffee and everything. It's like, it's food time and maybe a nap.
Well, I've got.
I'll probably have to do some adulting things around the house, but
Yeah, I did an adulting thing yesterday and did my taxes.
I still haven't done that yet. But from my understanding, like Hobby Lobby was sending out physical ones this year. Like I usually get a physical one, but I also get an email. But I have yet to apparently they were doing it differently this year. Like just the envelopes like different than it usually is. Apparently, I don't freaking know. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't gotten it yet?
Mm-mm. Well, from the sounds of it, a lot of my coworkers already have.
Oh,
So it's kind of freaking me out, like thinking I may have thought it was junk mail and threw it away.
oh,
Yeah, that.
that would be easy to do.
Well, yeah, because they're just blank. Like there's
Yeah.
no acknowledgement on the envelope at all of what it
It
is.
would have had, well, I would think it would have had their return it. It would have said Hobby Lobby, you know.
I don't know.
Mine did. Mine had my company name and on the return address. So I knew immediately what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've received anything that would have like really stood out to me. I mean, I would know if it did or not because I would have dealt with it, but obviously.
But did you get an email? Did you get
Yeah, I got my email. Yeah. But I'm with all the weird things that's been like adjusted, like with at least here in Nebraska with um overtime not being taxed, and then our PTO type stuff being adjusted and everything. I'm one I'm wanting to physically go this time to a tax person
Gotcha.
just to make sure it's actually like I get all the things done properly.
Yeah.
Because usually I go through one of those like tax apps or whatever and just get it done. But like with so many things being changed, like near like the last quarter of the year, it's just like, okay, so I need to know how this is actually going to affect everything.
Yeah. It gets scary sometimes with all those changes. Well, I do. My husband, many, many years ago, was self employed, and my daughter's husband has been self employed. And so I actually do his too.
Mm-hmm.
But he is no longer, so for 2025, he was just self employed half the year and decided not to be self employed anymore. So what I always do is get the TurboTax copy that is for self-employed, and then everybody comes over. My daughter does her taxes separate. I do mine. My son and daughter-in-law do theirs. We do my son-in-law's. So we all do it off of the same copy and then share the
It's a
cost.
whole family endeavor, huh?
Yeah, because you can file 5 federal returns with one copy, and so they all pay me. I buy it, split it up, and everybody shares in the cost.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I usually do TurboTax as well, but I usually do like the free version. But I feel like this, like with this tax season, like with everything going on, it's like it'd probably be wise to get get an actual person to do it.
Yeah, better safe than sorry if you're not comfortable. Pay somebody, the ones who are educated.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to talk to my brother to get set up with the gal he usually goes through. I don't know how much he usually has to pay to have her services, but I'm just like,
That's
he
why
trusts her enough to like do it. So I'm consistently. So I'm just like, okay.
Years ago, I mean, we're talking many years ago. Of course, it was less complicated then, but that's why I did my husband's taxes when he was self-employed, because it was so expensive. But when you're self-employed, you got a ton of other forms you got to fill out. And the tax guys, the preparation, they charge like per form. So when you're self-employed and you have a ton that you got to fill out, it's got really expensive, and we couldn't afford it. So I educated myself to the degree possible. Never got an audit.
That's good.
It's too late now.
I mean, it's definitely beneficial to be as educated as you can be with even the most complicated like life stuff, like doing taxes and stuff like that, because that way you can know if you do end up going to a tax person, if you're being screwed over. Just
Very true. Very true.
it's like, because it's just like going to a mechanic. Like some places they'll intentionally screw you over. It's like you go in for one thing and they do 5 other things, so your bill's this. I was like, no, I'm coming in for this, and this is all you're gonna do.
Right. So when I was in college, when my dad,
Hey, Catherine, welcome
I
back.
used to, if I had any car issues at all, I would call my dad first, and he was great with cars. He wasn't a mechanic, but he was very well versed on all things cars, all things
Yeah.
cars. So I'd call him and I'd be like, okay, Dad, here's what it's doing, here, blah, 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 blah. He'd say, okay, tell them this. And so I'd walk in and say, okay, my car's doing this and blah, blah, blah. And I want you to check this first. And here's what I think it really is. Like I knew, like I was a mechanic, like I knew what I was talking about. And all I was doing was reciting what I'd been told. I had no idea what I was talking about. Did it ever ask me any in-depth questions, I would have, shown my true ignorance. But it worked.
They're like,
I don't know. But it worked because
let me call
wasn't
my
taking
father
it.
AI real quick to figure out.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about. We have to be
Proof 'em.
honest.
Yeah.
They're going to know if we screw them over or whatever. So, thank you.
And they
Dad.
tend to do that a lot with like women, like specifically because they figure women don't know cars.
Exactly. This person doesn't know what they're talking about. They know nothing about this. They're not going to know when I say, X, Y, Z. Like, yeah, but if you pretend like you know.
Then they won't bother.
All right.
Oh, that went over there somewhere.
What are we going to do? We're going to put some eyelets on these.
That went over there too somewhere.
I know. I've done that a couple times today. That one works. That one works just fine. Let's do it.
That one stayed relatively close. Yay.
Hi, Catherine. Welcome. She says, yay, she found you live.
Well, she's been here a couple times. She doesn't always get here in time when I'm live. Because she randomly stumbled upon me a while ago.
Oh, what fun.
Now my Saturdays are fairly or Sundays. See, I don't even know what day it is. My Sundays are fairly consistent, unless something else is going on. Like not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, I won't be going live because like it's my birthday weekend, and my brother and I are doing random things throughout the weekend. I was at the Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and I've been thinking something like what you're doing. Oh, yeah, Catherine?
Yeah.
Oh, Catherine, don't tell me that. There's a lot of things I definitely have the worst memory for. The memory of a goldfish for like most names, like with the handles and everything. There's quite a few people I've known for a while that like I recognize them well enough, and then once I don't see quite often enough, I'm just like, I know that handle. I have no clue what your name is. I know I should, and I relearn it every single time, but nope.
I'm terrible with names. Oh my goodness. So bad. Unless I've known you for a really long time,
Mm-hmm.
and if your name's not in your handle, because when they switched over handles, I'm lost. Oops, I did that wrong.
Okay. Okay, and I got some random gaps in here, which will be fine because I don't know how much I'll actually use at a single time. So
Let's try.
I'm gonna blow myself up real quick here.
Oh,
You
please.
guys can see how this is going along. So that was the first one I did. Got that handsome gentleman reading a newspaper.
Very nice.
And then this one, oh, where are we?
There you go. Ooh, there it is.
That's
Oh, I love it, Casey. So now, do you have a plan for it when you're done?
No.
No. Okay.
That's usually the way I roll, though.
I mean, that's okay. Right. I mean,
Like it'll come in handy when it comes in handy.
yeah, because you'll be like, oh, I remember that piece.
Yeah. I mean, and I have so many random like snippet strips like this all over here. Most of them are like the stiff ones, so I can't really wrap them on anything.
So have you used any of them yet?
I have some of them, not off those ones over there, but I have some of them in regards to that grunge lap book I did.
Oh, yeah.
So I have used some of it in that, and that's what I intended for them. Was to be used in that. So, but then there's quite a bit left from that wasn't able to make it in because while I did expand the base and the cover for the lap book, I made more ephemera than would actually fit in it because it's already a lot. I was like, well, at least I was ambitious and have something to make a carryover.
You made
Lap book
ephemera.
or journal, so.
You made ephemera before you put it together, right? Or while you were putting it together?
Well, initially I had set up the cover. Like the cover was basically already built. It was from an Amazon box. So I was just building around that aesthetic or that frame. And then like some of the stuff I was putting in it, like I went to lay it in and I was like, okay, this is really bulky. So I rebuilt the base and then just cut up the box and just used as panels on the base. And the base is still not big enough with what I want to put in it still. Like it fits what I already had ready to go into the box initially. So I don't know. Like
I get
all the extra stuff I want to put in pockets and everything, I can't put in the pockets because it's too tight. So I think I'll just have to make a carryover journal or lap book to go with it, like
like a bonus.
yeah, like a bonus
journal.
journal.
Well, I do that with so when I start a journal, my process typically, not always, because, I like to mix things up at least every once in a while, but usually I'll start with, once I have an idea, I do the cover first, and then I may like gather up like the paper, but before I dive into working on the inside, I usually do a mixed media tag because it sort of gets me in the mood, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And so what happens though is they're always, this one's not as bad, but they're always dimensional.
Yep.
And then I get done with the journal and I'm like, this is not going to fit.
Right.
So what I do is I'll just wrap it up separately and send it on with the journal, when it leaves. Just as like a little extra, I figure if the recipient wants to take other stuff out and switch it, they can,
Mhm.
or, do whatever they want. So
Yep. I can attest to that because I got that with my journal I got from you.
oh, that's right. Did I have a different one? I forgot which one you got.
It was the bug one.
Oh yeah.
The one I think has a dragonfly on the front.
And there's a tag and it wouldn't fit in there.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful tag.
Yep. Making those tags always gets me kind of in the mood, for lack of a better word.
Motivated and everything, inspired.
Yeah. Inspired. I get inspired by them. Okay, there we go. I have leather tags.
Yay!
5 leather tags. Thank you, Ellen. Now, what if I stamp on these? What am I going to stamp on them? Ooh, I know. Which one looks most like architecture? This one. I haven't hardly even used, I probably haven't even used these at all. What if there's not room for 3? What if I do that? What do you guys think? I need a stamp pad.
Ooh. See, I have that stamp set, but I never know what I'm going to do with it. I have that one.
I have not used, I think it looks like I've maybe used it once. But it
Same.
feels like architectural pieces, right?
Yeah, I love architectural pieces.
So I think
It's just like, okay, but how do I use it?
well, what if I stamp the leather
Oh,
tag?
bye, Ellen.
Bye.
See, like, I think it would be really fun to be able to emboss those tiles. Like, if there was an embossing folder for each of those little tiles, I think that would be a
Oh, that
blast.
would be cool. That would be cool on the leather too. Embossed leather. Ooh, I'll do embossed leather on one of them, especially like this thin one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even
What
this.
kind of work
I
are
don't know
you
if trade would
doing?
work or not. I feel like, okay, I'm going to stamp this one. Let's do archival. What if I do a dark brown?
Catherine, so it is a mix of both
Let's try this.
for Kip.
What
She's
is
asked, what kind of work are you doing, Debbie? Junk journals or mixed media type stuff, or maybe creative journaling? All the above, pretty much, right?
I don't, yeah, really, all of the above. I don't call my journals junk journals because they don't consider the stuff inside to be junk. So I usually just refer to them as journals.
Mm-hmm.
My journal, the covers of all my journals are always, yeah, I think I can say always mixed media covers. And then I do other mixed media projects that have nothing to do with journaling. And then I also do art journaling. So all of the above.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm kind of back and forth with me doing like junk journaling because not like you said, not all of it's
Junk,
always
right?
junk. Like some of it is actual like regular store purchase merchandise or anything in between, like stuff you find at flea markets and stuff like that. Like it's not
Well,
always junk. It's some of it's actual like proper things you would use as an artist.
and I also like putting, like when I buy ephemera, a real vintage or antique ephemera, I don't scan it. I don't make copies. It's always originals. And to me, that's not junk because it's cool because it's old and it's antique. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, and I use digitals in almost every one of the journals I make. Like these are all, well, these aren't digitals. These are all prints from
Patty, yeah.
Patty prints. But I
Because
mean,
we're
I
all
guess,
addicted to our Patty prints.
yeah, addicted to Patty prints. So I don't know. Like I don't use, a lot of people will use packaging or envelopes from junk mail envelopes and stuff like that, and I tend to not. Okay, I don't like that.
Let me see. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum.
It definitely would need more, but it's almost too light. It needs to be black, but I didn't use black. It's too late now.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
experimenting.
I know VersaFine takes a while to dry.
Yeah.
I wonder if you used a baby wipe, if you could wipe it off.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, try again. But if you have black embossing powder,
I have, yeah. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Does this come off? No. But wait a minute. If I
I wonder
smear
if
it
rubbing
enough,
alcohol would take it off.
if I smear it, which I just did, it'll look like a shadow behind it. Ha!
There you
See, I
go.
did that on purpose, you guys.
See, totally intentional.
Totally. I always say it's not, it's okay if you make mistakes. It's just about, figuring out ways to cover it up. Yeah, no, you can't see it now at all. It's just a blob.
Yeah.
But now I got to wait for it to dry before I do anything else. Oh, here, let's help it along. I wonder, on leather though, I wonder if the embossing would work.
I mean, it's worth a try at least.
Well, that's true. I mean,
It's always worth the experiment.
all I really got to do is just, that's pretty dry actually. I mean, obviously it's still wet because you can see, but that's just a smudge now. So if I use the same, all right, here we go. Experimenting 101. Oh, nope.
There we go. Mhm.
Ooh, no, Casey, not black.
Ooh.
This is one of Seth's. This is patina oxide. What do you think? Should I
On
try?
the leather, yeah, that would be cool. And it's opaque, right?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it'd have to be on the
I
leather.
mean, most embossing powders, unless they're Tim Holtz, are typically opaque.
Right. I've got the glazes, but this is
That could
not.
be fun.
All right, let's try. I mean, we're experimenting, right? So
Yep.
it's okay. Okay. Let me wipe this off first.
Creative journaling is things like travel journals. People are recording their lives in creative ways. I think art book is most inclusive and simplest title for what Debbie's doing. I could see that. That is what I think of creative journaling is, but that is my opinion. I like to use a lot of recycled stuff from our craft thrift store nearby me. It usually gives me the availability to test stuff that is not a huge dent to my wallet. That is one thing I love about craft thrift stores. If you're lucky enough to have one nearby you, you can test out like other craft supplies before you really
Oh, yeah.
invest in them.
I do not have one nearby me.
Yeah. We had one open up mid last year.
At least not that
And I
I'm.
actually just donated a lot to it.
So my creative journal is art and art. They're art journals. There's not like I'm not journaling necessarily in them. I'm creating art pages, like the lyrics of my life one we talked about last week, Casey. Or
Yep.
I have a couple other art journals. And then these journals, these that I make, the mixed media journals, I sell. I don't know. That doesn't look like, it looks like it's going to be a blob. It looks like it's smeared. It filled in too much.
What did you use for the ink?
Or
Or
some,
you used actual embossing ink?
yeah. I wonder if I need to use, here, I'm just going to wipe it off. We're experimenting. It wasn't crisp enough.
That's one thing I find using embossing ink. And that's why I don't emboss too terribly often, because it's not, the image isn't clean to me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I find that using regular ink as embossing ink
I will
usually is fine for me.
I'll use some black archival ink.
Because as long as you get it on there soon enough, it'll cling to it, and that's all you needed to do. You just need to hold it for a moment until you actually get a chance to melt it.
I don't usually have trouble with embossing ink, but let's try it and see what happens. And it might just be this stamp, you know?
I mean, that's a possibility.
It might just be too detailed, too much going on for this to work at all on this kind of a. Now that I have a big black blob here. Yeah.
Of course, what I want, I have buried. That's what we do, right?
Might also be that, oh, you know what? I can tell you by looking at it what's wrong. The leather's still wet, dingbat.
I was wondering about that.
I didn't even. Jeez. Ooh, but what if? I mean, I'm playing. I might as well keep playing.
We have a couple of used crafts stores, but unfortunately they charge too much for most of the products. I donated a lot of my sister's stuff to one and was really surprised how much they were asking for it. Oh. I had a friend who did a lot of work online classes that were super affordable when I started, and she let us know a bunch of payments too, like 50, great way to get started for different things. But all of this classes here now at $80 still kept on. Not really a more every weekend kind of thing for me, right? Now, our local scrapbook shop, Picnic Hill, they do. She hosts a couple of classes for things. I haven't attended any of them because, like, some of them are not really my cup of tea. Like, some of them are like essentially learning how to use your Cricut classes or whatever. I was like, well, I don't have a Cricut, so
Mhm.
I just hear them at night. But
I spilled that all over the place.
oh, that one would be fun. Oh, that one would be fun too. Let's try that one.
Oh, you guys can't see. It's below the screen. I spilt my
But
embossing powder. Today is not my day.
apparently not.
It's okay. We have days like this. I'm living proof of the fact that not everything works all the time. And I'm not afraid to tell you that. Get it off of me big.
Well, it sounded like you were trying to show something.
No, I'm trying to
That made
hide
you
the
big.
fact that I just spilt my embossing powder all over the place.
Oh,
It didn't
okay.
work.
Well, when you initially said, did you see that? I
mean,
thought
if
you
you can
wanted me
really,
to bring you up so we could see what you were doing. I obviously misunderstood. Whoopsie.
don't look at what I'm doing. No, I literally tipped my
Oh
jar.
my God.
I mean, I didn't lose that much, but I made a big mess.
You know what I just thought of? What if you did that patina around the edges of your tag?
Yeah, but it's not, I mean, I'm gonna have to cover this. But I have an idea.
I think that would be cool, having
You know,
the patina embossing on the edges of the tag. I think that would be really cool.
what might be even more cool is patina Gilder's paste wax.
Oh, there you go. That too.
Let's see what this looks like. It's
Ooh.
a little milky for the leather, but I think it'll give it a nice worn look. Ooh, you know what? Ooh, I have an idea. What if I put patina on and then I put some black ink on so that's double color. Oops. Let's let that dry. And then put some more patina on it. I am very much just playing here. Not this tag, I think, is probably not going to be used anywhere. No, I don't like the wax paste on there. Nope. Plan C.
I think that's which one we're on now.
I think so. And we might be on plan D. Okay, let's see. I do like the black around the edge though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oops, I just flimsy tag.
Why are that don't make sense? Why is this one upside down? I wonder how many stamps were previously in here that I potentially lost or someone lost before I got this. So I have this binder that has a bunch of trading card sleeves in it that have stamps in it. And
Oh,
one of the um, pages was upside down. I'm like, huh, I wonder what was in there. Because there's next to nothing in there anymore.
you'll find it at some other point.
Well, I don't know if it was empty before or after I got it, though. So I don't know if it was me that lost it or whoever previously had it set up that way. Because I haven't adjusted anything on this binder. I may have put different pages in it, but like I didn't. The pages that are missing something, I think they're definitely ones I hadn't put in here. They were definitely original to this binder.
They're probably. Did you get it at like an estate sale?
I think so. I either got a estate sale or one of the local thrift store type things. My aunt gave me a ton of expensive scrapbooking stuff when she passed, but a lot of it I don't know how to use. Some is obviously for leather. Where do I find decent leather? Hobby Lobby sells some leather scrap kits that you could potentially use. If you have a local craft thrift store, sometimes they'll sell them fairly cheap. Patty just had some scrap packs she was selling. She sold out of those, didn't she?
Yeah, I think so. Do you live in a large metropolitan area? Because if you do, there's probably a leather maker's store somewhere. Like I've got a Tandy Leather that's not too far from me, and they have scraps. Oh yeah, then there's definitely look, in Atlanta, just Google leather store. Mine anyway sells scraps, so you can go in there and you can get all the leather making tools, but then they also have nice, beautiful, really, really expensive big pieces of leather. But then they also have like smaller scraps, and you can get smaller pieces, enough for like the size of a cover of a journal, for example, for really inexpensive. So that might be an option for you.
Yeah, I couldn't the only way I'd be able to get like bigger leather pieces is if I specifically had something in mind for it or knew it was something I would readily use. Otherwise, yeah, I would just go for the scraps.
Yeah, because the pieces Patty were there's only one Patty. The pieces Patty was selling were pretty large the other night.
Yeah. Well, and I don't even remember ordering the leather strap. I got the cords or straps, whatever, from her. I'm just like, I don't remember requesting these. Well, because I have a tub or
Did somebody were
a
they
jar that's or two that's full of them already.
were they
So
gifted?
that's why, like, why would I have ordered these? I don't remember getting these.
Maybe somebody gifted them to you, and she forgot to put the note on there.
Well, they were on my invoice, so I don't know. I
Oh,
mean, I'll use them. It just kind of threw me off that I even bothered. Because I know I have some and I know exactly where they are and they are accessible to me. So I'm just like, Casey, why did you get this?
well, I've done that a bazillion times. That's what I did with when I ended up with all of those paintbrushes.
Oh, yeah. I got a bunch of scraps from a bookbinder at a market that makes leather journals only. Oh, cool. Okay, Lucy. I'll try that. Good idea. Do you cut it with scissors or with a special tool? I mean, there are leather cutting scissors, like specifically for leather, but I'm sure you could probably use like fabric shears would be fine.
These, yeah, my big shears will cut this leather. It just depends on the leather, though, too. Some of it's really thick.
Yeah. And again, like if you need leather shears, like you can get them from that same supplier that sells the leather scraps or big pieces of leather. I'm sure they have shears there specifically for that. But
Yes.
also, if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, they have smaller scissors that are for leather, and I don't think they're too terribly expensive. I think they're like $8.49. I only know that because someone stole a pair, and I found the package at work when I was cleaning up. So
Someone stole a pair?
yep.
Ugh.
I
And you
mean,
wonder why, when you get home and it takes you, 2 hours to open one of those packages.
yeah,
And I always say to myself, why do they have to make this so hard to get into? It's like, well, that's because.
yeah, because
There are
certain people
people.
are
Yeah.
certain people. My brother had ordered some stuff from a spray paint place because that's like his main medium, like when he does his art. Um, and it took like almost 2 months for him to get his stuff because it got lost apparently in transit. And then when it finally got to him, um, what he had paid, uh, oh my gosh, Casey, just speak the words. Um, when he finally got his package, the most expensive part being the spray paint wasn't there.
Oh.
He got almost everything else in there, which was the cheapest part, but the spray paint was gone. And it got removed somewhere in transit.
Yep.
And then, so he had been reaching out to the vendor or whatever he was getting the stuff from and mentioned like what was missing and so on and so forth. And so they sent out a new supply of stuff for him, but then they gave him the wrong stuff. So he had ordered like the specific colors or whatever he needed, like in glossy, because they apparently, according to my brother, like they have better longevity.
So when he finally got it, it was not even what he was originally trying to get, and he went through all of that to try to get it.
Yeah, the ones they sent as replacements, he had received the matte version of those colors instead of the glossy that he had ordered.
That's
So he
not
reached back out to them, and he was like, "Well, thank you for sending the right colors, but you still sent the wrong product." And he's usually cool with the people, like, because things happen. They're a smaller business and everything, so he's pretty understanding with them. But like with how much hassle it's been lately, he's just like, no, we need to get this properly corrected. And I'm sorry to be that guy, but this has been a lot lately.
Yeah, no, there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with being that guy.
But they they've tried like very hard to like be accommodating with the situation, because part of the situation wasn't even on them. Like it was a transit thing, like that caused the initial issue that like lost the merchandise, and then the merchandise, part of the merchandise was stolen or whatever it seemed. So like that's not on them.
No,
The second part was on them because they sent the wrong product.
but he's already frustrated by then.
Yeah. So so he had asked if they wanted him to return the wrong stuff for the right stuff. And they said they'd appreciate if he'd send the wrong stuff back to get the right stuff. But then my brother thought about it. I was like, well, actually, just for collateral sake, because this whole thing's been a headache, I'm going to hold on to the wrong stuff until I receive the right stuff.
Oh, smart.
That way, I'm just not out of it altogether. And when I receive the proper stuff that I ordered 2 months ago, once I actually receive the proper stuff, then I will send this back.
And did they say okay?
Yeah, I think he was like, nope, I completely understand. This has been a whole situation for you and everything. Yeah, not a problem. So it's like, and like, it's perfectly reasonable to do that. Like if you've been having nothing but issues recently, like that's a fair request.
Oh, I think so too. I don't think that's, as long as you're not being a jerk about it and you're just saying, hey, here's
Oh
the
yeah, my brother's been incredibly patient with them from like what we've discussed in regards to this situation. Like he's been overly patient with them by comparison to what I'm sure like they deal with on a regular basis,
Oh, I'll bet.
or anybody in regards to that type of situation would have been.
I know it's so hard sometimes to get stuff situated.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. So I put a bunch of postage stamps in these, like in the film strip window.
Oh, I love it. That's a great idea. I'm gonna have to remember that one.
Rose, I'm going to back this on another tag, and also has a film strip thing. So I think those like go with the colors that's already going on in the tag. So I'm just like, perfect. Now I gotta do the same thing with this one, or I don't have to do the same thing. I can do something different on this instead of putting postage stamps in there. All right, it is actually almost time to go. It's just about 3:30.
Already. Wow.
Yeah, I know that went fast.
First. I was busy playing with stuff for my son. With my son. Well, I have decided I'm not glued down yet, but don't throw your mistakes out, just cover them up. We're going to do something like this. And now it's all covered up.
And it looks amazing.
It's not glued down. I'll probably do, there'll be some metal on here somewhere.
Yeah, there'll be some shifting. Is the base texture there, is that a book spine? Yes. I love that.
My favorite thing to use.
It's the most amazing texture to add to things.
It really is. It's just so fun.
It's so much easier than trying to use texture paste to get that look.
It's just fun. And the back of this tag is all chewed up. I didn't do that. That was just the back of the leather, which I think just adds to the beautiful grunginess of it. This just happens to be, which is why I hadn't used that piece of leather before for anything, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a nice little grungy little piece. I just have to put some more. I can figure out what else to put on it. I got a nail here. I might put one of these nails.
That could be fun. Ooh. I mean, that would work. I was also thinking your little
water mister.
One of those metal tabby thingies.
Paper fastener. One of these V.
The ones that I can never find that I'm always jealous you have.
Remind me next time. I'll send you some. These.
Well, you sent me some, so I have some of the ones you sent me.
The regular ones for the regular paper, the leather is too fat, but I happen to have some oversized ones that would work. And guess what else I got a hold of?
Oh, what did you get? What did you get?
Here. More of these.
Oh, yes.
Flat
Those
hat.
are so much fun. I love those. I need to play with mine more.
These have.
Oh, and those are the shorter ones
They're
too.
the longer ones.
Well, I've seen longer ones that are like nearly the length of my finger.
Now here, okay, so this is the new stuff, the new ones I got, and here's the ones I already had. Look at the difference.
Oh, okay.
So these are the ones I already
There's
had.
3 different sizes then.
There's probably 5 or 6 different sizes, but the piece is taller too. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So put it over here on the white. So yeah, so I have big ones now and big ones and little ones, or medium-sized ones and little ones.
I guess medium size, yeah.
Medium and little. Oops, I just put that in the wrong spot. Well, and actually, that looked like it was short because these are supposed to be 1 inch. Yeah, I think these are 1 inch.
So Catherine, in regards to your questions for a water mister, I am not I don't personally have one. Like this I use here. This is from a texture spray, like a sea salt texture spray you use for your hair. Like I just reuse that. And I do have that Tim Holtz one, but me personally, I don't care for it.
It's okay. I have, let's see.
I think it depends on like what exactly you're trying to do with it.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I know his Mister thing is kind of.
This is a Prima. This is this is vinegar. I use this when I'm rusting. This is a Prima Mister. It's just okay too. But I have seen, and I want to try to investigate because I don't know where it's from. But if you watch any, if you have an Instagram account and you watch any of the Stamperia design team Instagram reels, I feel like I see the same mister, and so it might be made by Stamperia. I feel like they all use the same mister, and I want to figure out where they're getting what mister they're using. What do I use vinegar for? Rusting powder, paper artsy rusting powder. Hang on, I'll show it to you. So this is by Paper Artsy, and it is a powder. And you can sprinkle this on like little spots in fabric, paper, and then spritz it with vinegar. And I use red wine vinegar so that it's got a tint to it, so I don't mistake it for water when I'm crafting. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so I don't use white vinegar, but it works. And then you spray it and walk away, and it will activate and rust whatever you put it on. Yeah, it's called Rusting Powder by Paper Artsy. You can get it from Paper Artsy website. If you're familiar with Seth Apter, I believe he also sells this on his website as well in his shop. And I think it's the same price. There's probably other sellers. Just make sure you're not getting it from somebody who's adding to the retail value, which I don't remember
Yeah.
what it is. Hi, Carol.
Hey, Carol. You're catching us at the end, but better late than ever. All right. So I'm gonna open us up a little. All right. I am going to show what I've accomplished today. I put it aside. Now I need to bring it back up. And then you can show how far you've gotten with your stuff.
Which is not very far.
Okay, so these ones I did previously. So I got this guy on here. And do that one. And that one. And that one. I'll bring that one up because it has an image.
It's so cool.
And then that one. So these two, the images are from matchbooks. And then this one, and that's also a matchbook on that one. And then these two pieces are from a miniature railroad track display thingy. And then I had this tag pretty much done. I just put stuff in the windows here. And they're postage stamps that I put in the windows. And then I just put a piece of gel print on the back of that one. And I'm thinking about just backing this onto each other. And this back one's cut a little bit smaller, so I'll just even that out. And I'll probably sew around it. So yeah.
Very nice.
That's
Awesome.
what I've got accomplished.
Lucy, I believe Seth is one of the Paper Artsy designers. He has his own. I believe you just like Tim Holtz works for Ranger. I believe Seth works for Paper Artsy, but he's got a couple other companies that he's involved with as well, just like Tim Holtz is. So that's why he has a line of Paper Artsy products, but the rusting powder is not one of his, but he sells it on his website also. That makes sense, I guess. I spent the first hour just inking pages, so there's nothing to look at there. So I did get pages.
Oh yeah, that's right.
However, I will show you that I think last Sunday I was putting gesso on the paintbrushes for the paintbrush project. Over the week I added crackle paste.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun once you start getting some color.
And so some of these are really, really neat with the cracks.
Yeah.
So I have a coat of gesso on them and the crackle paste. And then this one, I couldn't cover that rust. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll figure something out.
You couldn't, or
I couldn't bring myself. It's beautiful. I couldn't bring myself to cover it.
I wouldn't have either.
And I needed to put some anyway. And then this one was one where I couldn't decide what to do because the texture on here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, the buildup and the grunge is just absolutely spectacular. And so I decided to put black gesso on this one.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with, this is going to be, this particular one, the idea brewing in my head is that it's silver, black and silver. So I'm starting there with base. So anyway, yeah, that's just a couple of them. They're not all done. I'll put more crackle on some of them later once I get stuff on there. And then today, that actually was partly today too. That was early this morning. And I figured out that with my Biggs die, I can actually, these are all different thicknesses of leather. This is the thickest. You can see my fingers there. It's pretty sturdy, pretty thick leather. This is the thinnest. This is real. This is like regular. This is, like fabric. It's thinner than upholstery fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Hey,
suede.
Shauna. Hey, Angela.
This is kind of a typical suede. And so the Biggs die worked on all of them. And then this one, I experimented with doing something with a stamp and failed. And then experimented some more. We went with plan A, B, and C. And now we're on plan D. So I'm covering up what's back there where I ruined it. And I'm just going to create a cluster of stuff on here somehow. That nail, I feel like the nail has to be on there.
Yeah.
That's not
I was
straight.
going to say either the nail or if you have a fun pen nib.
A pen nib might be good. And then we'll probably end up getting the fatter fasteners on here somewhere. So you get the idea. This one's too skinny. And then I have no idea what I'm going to do to the other ones. But these will make their ways into the two journals I'm working on. So this is they're both loosely architectural themed journals. This one is sort of the residential cottage kind of images. And this one is more tall, skinny. This one's going to be more commercial / landmarks, that kind of thing. So more, like that. That makes sense? I think in my head it does. So that's what
No, it definitely does.
these will definitely be, at least one of each of these each journal will have at least one leather tag. We'll see how it goes. That's what I did. It's been a busy day, actually.
That was fun. I always love watching your processes.
Well, thanks. Well, hey, Shauna. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, both of us got a lot of compliments from all the ladies. Thank you all for joining us today. I really do appreciate it, whether you were in chat or you were part of the ceiling fans up there, or as other people refer to you guys, the lurkers. We will catch you later on the YouTubes, whether it's here on Kip's channel or anywhere else. We'll see you later. You guys find a moment to have fun, and we will see you later.
Have a wonderful
Bye,
week.
everyone. Ending.